Let's open with the good video before we do the bass video. Ready? 3, 2, 1. What is up, everyone? My name is Guillaume at NAMM 2025 with the Dr. Dan himself. How are you, sir?
I'm excellent. It's a great show, almost back to like old style, you know, pre-pandemic. It's crazy, it's loud, it's
very loud.
So many people here, artists, and it's a joy.
Yeah, it's so many people, and we're annoying a lot of them right now, and it's lovely. But it's for a good cause. Today, we're going to start this video, at least, with the new AZ Standard.
That is right.
How are they that cheap?
Oh, that's a very interesting question already from the get-go.
How did you make that happen?
How did we make that happen? Well, I think they invest a lot of time to find the right factory that's able to kind of pull that off, because
Yes.
A lot of like manual work goes into making those roasted maple necks as smooth as they are.
Yeah.
We've got stainless steel frets, which is unheard of in that price category, I would say.
Yeah.
On the Jatoba fretboard. What's so striking for me personally is that these guitars they feature an alder body. And, you know, I don't want to start a debate about tone wood, but I'm a fan of alder. And I think also with that veneer, the flame maple veneer, it's just a perfect combination. So, and it makes AZ with all the nice contours basically accessible for beginners and, you know, intermediate players and everyone who needs like a super reliable backup guitar.
It's insane because, yeah, if you don't know what it is and you just see someone playing that guitar, I wouldn't like, if I just looked at it not knowing the specs of whatever, it's like, it's the same guitar, it's the AZ, that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's beautiful.
And also what's interesting is that they come with our proprietary Ibanez pickups.
Yep.
So they are on the 24 fret models with 2 humbuckers. We've got a more like modern custom pickups.
Okay.
And then we also have the 22 fret models that come with HSS configuration, and they have slightly toned down more, you know, traditional, you know, kind of pickups.
All right.
So, and those classic customs and the modern customs, they're only available on the AZ, so they're designed for these guitars. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a perspective on how important that project was and how much work and, you know, labor went into designing these.
It's always a great guitar, and I'm sorry I said cheap earlier. Affordable is what I mean, obviously. That when you can tell like no corners were cut where it mattered.
Yeah,
like everything looks just as it should be.
100%, and as I said, we're super happy because this just makes AZ accessible for so many young players. And we have the AZ Essentials, of course, that are even like the lowest tier, like beginner, like the Geo equivalent, basically. Yeah. But if you want like the full package with the dynamic switching and all that, I think that's just like a super nice package with a lot of bang for the buck. Yeah,
agreed. It's beautiful.
Yeah, so check them out. I think they're available already on Thomann. Try them. There's no risk involved, and I am convinced that you will like it.
I'm sure you will. Moving on.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What is this?
This is, you know, the story about Premium is that every year we have either 1 or 2 or 3 limited edition models.
Yes.
And for this year they pulled off something very, very special, which is blue hardware and blue pickups. So
it looks incredible.
6 BSP, RGR 6 BSP. Reverse headstock first to start with.
Yeah.
You know, the world's a better place with more reverse headstocks. You know.
Amen.
Yeah. Black, you know, all blacked out. We've got a black logo. We've got, you know, a fretboard with basically no inlays. I can see anything. We've got, of course, the loom inlays. But what's so special about this model is that, you know, we have the Fishman pickups, custom, the ceramics, and we've got the Edge 02 tremolo, and that makes it just like a super stylish package because it really goes well with that iron pewter look. You know, that's and you know, these premium models, they are performers, but they are also stylish, and I think that makes it very interesting offering. And since they are limited, you know, we've come up with something new every year.
This is very collectible, like collector material, like right there, and like the blue, but the way it plays with the light is just chef's kiss.
Yes.
Well done.
And if you want to go even more shreddy, we've got something in the Genesis collection. I don't know how much of the story is known about the Genesis collection, but this collection started a couple years ago, and the goal of that was to kind of capture the essence of Ibanez back in the late 80s. Yeah. Hence, it's called Genesis Collection. So it comes with all, you know, all the specs and all the details that kind of, you know, were the foundation of Ibanez back in the 80s. You know, they have all the shred DNA, you know. So Shrapnel Records kind of DNA. Yeah. So we go with an original Edge tremolo. We've got the V8 pickups, we've got the single coil, we've got shark tooth inlays in this. Of course, again, reverse headstock, very important.
Because the world is a better place.
with reverse headstocks. Yeah, we've got the binding on the neck. We've got 5-piece maple neck with a volute. So there are some like tiny tidbits that have been improved in comparison to the original 80s, because they were super slim here and they were prone to if they fell flat to the ground, neck brackets. And this is something you don't want to do. Of course, these old school square heel. Yeah. So Chris is making like, oh, my prayers have been heard. So, this is how Paul Gilbert likes it. And if Paul Gilbert likes it, I think we should be like, yes. Yeah, all right. And, other than that, this is just a full package. And the price, they are slightly above $1,000, which is unheard of for a made in Japan guitar. They play super smooth. You've got that super fast neck. And this is like the whole package for a shredder and someone who's looking to kind of capture that original 80s Ibanez essence, basically, right?
It's perfect.
Available in that obnoxious or super pretty, depending on which side of the spectrum you are, desert yellow, or we also got a beautiful
obnoxious yellow right there.
A beautiful electric blue, which is slightly sparkly, so it's really vibrant. And yeah, I mean, I can give a little bit of a sneak, so there will be more models available, hence these are limited editions. So if you are interested in grabbing one of these, hurry up, because they are very limited and only available for a couple months. And then we are going to follow with a couple new surprises in the Genesis collection. So stay tuned.
We traveled a great distance to talk about the new guitars.
Yeah, and Chris, do you want a new Wi-Fi code?
Chris, do you want a new Wi-Fi code?
No?
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Well, that's because since last year, now that I know exactly what each Ibanez name means, to me, it makes sense now. Do you
want to fill me in?
So, S, because it's a super guitar.
Nice. That's a good one.
657 is because we have 657 pickups and pickup configurations, classic. And then Buent, because not quite gent, but almost. So it's Buent.
Buent. Okay, so the Buent collection. Oh man, that was amazing. So yeah, that's like a Wi-Fi code. That's the S6570B WE. And NT is the color code. Basically, it's natural. Yeah. What makes this so special is that we only have a couple Prestige S models available, or have been available throughout the course of the last years. And it's a very special one because it's only available in limited markets and also in very small quantities. Reason is we've got a beautiful black and white ebony top on these. So we've got
it's ebony. Oh,
it's ebony, and every single piece will be unique. And that solid ebony top is capped on a African mahogany body. You can see like the grain, it's super high density.
Oh, yeah.
And still lightweight. And what's so special about the S models is that at the ends, the curves, they are super slim. Yeah. But towards the middle of the guitar, you've got the full thickness compared to let's say an RG. So where it matters, it's as thick as you need it to be, right. But on the outside it's super comfy and makes it a very lightweight guitar. Also, what's special about this one is that it comes with a low pro edge tremolo.
Okay.
Which is kind of not the usual tremolo like you go to tremolo. Nita Strauss, for instance, on her Jiva, she uses the Edge 02 as well. Mm-hmm. But here we've got the original low pro, which is a fan favorite and has been since the 80s. We've got the typical Ibanez DiMarzio kind of pickup configuration. True velvet in the middle, and then Air Norton tone zone for bridge and neck position. We've got a beautiful classic combo. We've got a beautiful offset dot, rosewood neck, of course, black headstock with the Prestige logo, and it's just like one beast of a guitar. And as I said, it's a super limited edition. I'm happy to have it because I started on an SA model back in the day, and then grew into the S. And still, I'm kind of in love with that shape because it's so well balanced,
Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, and very happy to make these available in Europe as well.
It's beautiful. That top is just incredible. Thank you for the rundown. And I wasn't too far out with the name, I think.
No. And now Chris also has a new Wi-Fi code. So,
exactly.
Take notes. All right.
Moving on.
So, Guillaume, what's your memory about Korn?
I can't do it. This is it. But yeah. I see where we're going.
You see where we're going, yeah. And we're super happy to have new Korn kind of anniversary or kind of signature models. And what's so special about these is that head is back now with Ibanez. There was a dark time where he was with a different brand. Now he's back with Ibanez, and it's a blessing to have him back. And these guys kind of teamed up to come up with something super special, which is they call their models Ying and Yang. because they are basically both the opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Monkey signature guitar is the K7 Ying, and this model basically comes with a lightweight Naiado body. We've got a low pro edge tremolo 7-string with a U-bar. And this is not the Uber you are calling when you want to go to the hotel. No, this is the U-bar. And what's so special about this is that we have the trem and it's got like 2 inserts. So you've got that bar, you can just insert it like this. And all of a sudden the wiggle stick becomes like a, how do you call it? Yeah, just like a super sensitive kind of device for tonal variation.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the very first time I see that. I was like, what is it? Now, it makes sense, I understand, but I've never seen it and it looks super cool.
Yeah, they came up with that idea already in the early 2000s, and it has been a staple for on just this K7 guitars for quite some time, but then it kind of disappeared, and I'm super happy that it's back, because it also means that like kind of the spare part prices are no longer skyrocketing.
Right, that's a good point. That is a good point. We don't think about it enough. Yeah.
We've got the Blaze pickups. You know, Blaze were the original pickups that they used back in the day when they recorded Blind and all those songs. With this guitar, we've got an ebony fretboard, so with the grain will be different on every single piece. We've got the iconic K7 inlay,
Beautiful.
And we've got all blacked out headstock that says Ibanez and K7. We've got also a matte black neck, which is cool because it's not glossy, so you're not gonna stick to it if you're playing. I mean, you're probably not shredding on it anyways. You're chugging on it, but still, it's very comfy. It's a rather slim neck. And all of a sudden, this is like the, let's say, modernized version of the original early 2000s K7.
Right.
And on the other side of the spectrum, the K7 Yang, which is a head signature guitar, we've got an RGA with a maple top, white maple top. We've got a Naiado body. And what's so special about this one is it features a white gold look.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And we've got the Evertune.
Yeah.
Evertune is probably one of the few innovations throughout the course of the last 20 years that really made a difference. You know, we've got like the Tronical system on some guitars, and a lot of like guitar innovations that were nice, or True Temperament that were nice, but not necessarily could be found on everyday models. So all special interest. But Evertune really has changed the game, and Head has been a user of Evertune for ages. So he decided to have this on his guitar. Again, we have the Blaze pickups. We've got a rosewood fretboard in that instance with the K7 logo. We've got the gold and white headstock, 5-piece neck. And it's not just a styler, it's a performer, and I'm really curious to hear the feedback from Korn fans all over the world, how they like these models, because I'm completely blown away and I'm in love with them.
It looks awesome.
Yeah. And then also we have a new signature model for Joe Satriani, and Joe Satriani is a Ibanez artist for many, many decades. And we had already a Gold Boy available last year, but this Gold Boy featured a different pickup combination with a lot of switches, so it wasn't necessarily everybody's taste, and also it wasn't the exact guitar that Joe is playing.
Right.
So for 2025, we've listened to the fans and we brought out this JS1 GD, the Gold Boy, with the original pickup configuration that he's playing. So you got the Sustainiac and neck position, you got the Saturate in the bridge, we've got the original Ibanez Gold Edge tremolo, and then that vintagey neck. A lot of people they kind of expect a super shreddy neck. Yeah. But that's not the case. It's a very like vintage neck. We've got medium frets on it. It's super round. It's got some shoulders to it. So it's not necessarily a uber shredder guitar. It's like a very comfy guitar. You can basically use it for every genre. But with the Sustainiac, you've got the additional option to kind of do the EBO kind of stuff, right? That's a limited model for this year. Very happy to have it, and with all the golden chrome kind of thingy, it's a very flashy and polarizing guitar.
Oh, for sure. I couldn't have it, but that's just because of my OCD. Like I couldn't be bothered. Like exactly, constantly keeping that clean. But it is gorgeous. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous, yeah.
One last surprise for today in a realm very unfamiliar to me, but kinda. What is this?
Have you ever tried to play Korn or any extended range guitar on an acoustic?
Let me think about it. Well, actually, I might have, because I mean, a lot of people do start with acoustic guitar. So I guess there was a point where on my nylon string 3/4 or 1/4 guitar, I tried to play da-da-da-da, and it didn't work. Is that the one for it?
That is the one. That's the new 7-string that we released. And for this year, we have actually 2 acoustic 7-strings. This is like based on the AEG series. It's the AEG 721.
Yeah.
And it's a kind of a very affordable kind of entry-level guitar. It comes all blacked out in an open pore finish. Comes with preamp and 7-string. And the beauty about this is that it's all You know, it's all black, even the headstock logo.
Yeah,
Everything is black. You know, it's a very basic from the construction, but it's the beauty of it because for a couple bucks you really get something where you can, you know, dive into and kind of, you know, explore that seventh thing.
Oh yeah.
And other than that, of course, we have more traditional models in that range, which is called the BOT range, blacked out. We also got the AEWC, and this is a stage guitar. So we've got a more shallow body.
Nice.
You've got a bridge where you don't need any pins. You just, you know,
that's
put the strings
that's
through.
That's great.
So even if you've got a string that breaks on stage, you can easily just restring there.
Yeah.
Again, we've got with Ibanez proprietary preamp.
Yeah.
It's a very narrow neck, so it's very close to the electric. And then, of course, we've got the Thomann Acoustic. And Thomann Acoustic is one of the best-selling guitars. But of course,
cool shape.
Of course, we needed the all blacked out version as well. You know, open pore finish. Comes again with Ibanez proprietary preamp. That's a cool guitar, you know, even if you just want to play it on the couch. But you can also play it on stage. And I know a lot of guys that are actually, you know, playing gigs with these kind of guitars, you know.
It's a super rock and roll shape. Like, I think it fits the acoustic so well, but at the same time, it's not just like your granddad's acoustic guitar, you know, and it looks dope. It looks really cool.
Correct. Yeah, and it's super sturdy, you know, it's made for the road, and so take it to the stage and try it out. And there's also one surprise, another 7-string. And this is the AE3007. This is like a blend between like a traditional guitar and an extended range guitar because it has all the features that you would expect, you know, from your dad's guitar, basically. It's got a solid spruce top, flame maple back inside. That is sick, right?
My God.
Super sick. But what makes this guitar so special for me is that we've got features like the airport, you know, where everything inside is kind of tailored towards bringing the tone out here and also to your face, so you hear it. And my personal highlight is the neck, because the neck is so smooth. As I said, there's almost no transition necessary if you go from 6 to 7 string, and it just feels right.
What a beautiful guitar to finish this video on.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much for your time. As ever, you're a champ, and I'm looking forward to the festival.
Yeah.
Is it coming
Ibanez
soon?
Guitar Festival, May 24th.
But it's just for us.
No. You can come as well.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Welcome. All right.
See Guillaume, see Chris, see a lot of nice artists like Paul Gilbert, playing with Annika Nilles and Linus Klausnitzer.
I guess you're invited too then. All right, well then. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comments which of those beautiful guitars you preferred, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Cheers.